Times like all you want to do is run. Hear me out, hear me out. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know. Secrets start in your heart to slow. But if you don't want to tell me now, I guess I'll never know. Losing almost all my energy.
Oh, get on the stream, we'll be celebrating. I really do.
Talk to you and I'm the only one who speaks. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know. Secrets.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Toffee Bluecast. Here we are, massive game. Brentford versus Everton, pre-match talk. Get involved, get over, hit that link on Twitter now. When it pops up, it comes up with a link above, so you can come straight over to YouTube and put your comments. And we want to hear what you've got to say because we need every fan to pull together now. This is massive. I'm ready for this. This is the biggest game that I feel we've had for a while. And I generally feel we've all got to pull together for this and hype ourselves up because of us Everton fans. I've got to be powerful. How you doing, Paul? You all right?
I'm doing all right. Thank you very much. Yeah. And you're right. It's we've got a little run now of games that we can actually turn things around in these sort of next 3 league games, and something away at Brentford would be a cracking start, to be honest.
Well, I wasn't sure. I ordered a few Everton tops. I seen you. Well, I'll put it up, and they arrived today for tomorrow. And I didn't even know when they was going to arrive, but they arrived today. And you've got the Super Kev, Gravison, absolute beast top. Like this is just a sign that this is going to be the lucky top for tomorrow, and I love it. And I'm ready now. It's pumped me up even more. And we haven't won yet. We haven't. And I think our fans they're getting themselves more down than what they need to be. We need to boost ourselves back up because fans set the standard. And if us fans are booming from the sidelines, we'll push those players to play well. We'll push those players to get a win. And that's what they need. And it will come. We can make it more doom and gloom than we want to. I know you get the stats out, it always looks bad, but at the end of the day, it's a game of football. And if these pull together now and get some confidence in this game and get a win, then we can crack on. Now, in the comments, like I say, get involved. I've just seen Richo, love you. He's tracked me a long time, that guy has. He's here, everything Everton's here. Get involved in the comments and tell us what you think. We'll quickly look at both teams' form. That's the way we do it. For anyone that's new, by the way, I will say this, I forget to say it, like and subscribe. Help us get to the top of that YouTube thing so we can get seen a little bit. So hit the subscribe button. It's coming on now. There we are. Come on, get involved. And this is a biggie. This is the Eye of the Tiger, the Tim Cahill Rocky. I said to Chloe, Paul, I was like, do I wear this yellow top for like Gravison or Kevin Campbell? Do I wear the blue one with the yellow trim for Tim Cahill Pinar, or do I wear the gold one? I wasn't sure, but I think I've got to go old school because we've got to go dogs of war this game and go hardcore. So I've gone with this one. It feels right to go for.
I'd love to have Gravison playing for us tomorrow. That'd be awesome.
It's the sort of player we need, isn't it? It is the sort of player we need. Very dapper, Dan. Yes, that's what I like to hear. Hopefully, we're going to be dapper tomorrow. Right, so let's get it on the screen then. Let's get this point started. We'll quickly go through these points. Tell us what you think. I don't really care that much about the form because I know our form isn't that good and theirs is going to be better. We all know the Everton form's bad, so I'm not going to dwell on it. I'm not, because I'm not a stat man. I'm going to just get over it and freaking put it right, man. That's what I am. And You look at Brentford's. We'll start with Everton's because it's the worst loss against Arsenal, which I didn't think was a bad loss. I know we didn't do nothing, but we defended well. You got a draw there. We should have beat Sheffield United. Wolves, I thought was good enough to win that, and Villa was a game that we got battered. But that's the way I see it on that. There's no point in making it out to what it's not. And then you look at them. I don't think they've done that good, Paul. I wasn't sure what they've done, Brentford. I watched them a few of these games, but not all of them. And Newcastle, it was a close game. They actually played well against Newcastle, and Newcastle find them hard. So that was 1-0. Newcastle kind of sneaked to 1-0. Then Newcastle wasn't that good against AC Milan, was he? So that probably don't tell you much. Then you've got Brentford, Bournemouth. That was a draw, nothing special there. Then another draw against Crystal Palace, nothing special there. And then they did win against Fulham, but Fulham got a red card. So what do you think on that, Paul?
Yeah, well, they're draw specialists for Brentford. They've only lost, They've lost one Premier League game at home in the last year, but they've drawn loads. So what's happened with Brentford against Bournemouth and at home against Palace? They'd be looking at those two games and looking at them saying that they should have won them. But they do falter. They might get the goals. They're quite good at scoring goals. A decent football side, good passing, get forward, not worried about sort of having to sit back and defend all the time. So they do score, but they're not the strongest at the back, and they often draw games because they can't see out games. So yeah, there's chances either end tomorrow, without a doubt.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not like belittling Brentford because I know how good they are, and they've got a good midfield. And we'll look at it now. Let's put it on the screen. So let's get rid of those stats. I said I'm not going to dwell on it. They're a little bit better than us. They should have got better results. We should have got better results. Both not massively doing well there for me. And let's eliminate that then. There we go. See you later. Let's get the teams that the last played, because that's what you're kind of going into now. So let's put it on the screen. Thanks, people in the comments. By the way, Blues, love it. You're in the house. Emma says you look dapper, Paul, in your shirt. Get involved in the comments. It's been for a nice steak.
I have. It's not the Everton away from '91. No, it's the shirt I wore for going out for a steak and a drink after work after a tough week.
Well, I actually,
so I need a good weekend.
I actually messaged Paul and I says, "Can you buy the club?" And Paul says, "Yes, he can buy the club." So he's just come from a meeting from buying Everton, so we're all safe because Paul will look after us. So don't worry, the deal will go through.
I'm pretty sure I'm in credit as much as 777 are. So we both got a chance.
Yeah, he's going to welly the overdraft. He's going to take over Everton, Paul is. So we will be the most connected channel you will see out of everyone because Paul will be the owner, and then I'll just be I'll probably be the chairman. So that's the way we're going to go.
And I'll bring Chang back.
I'll be the Gravison. I'll be the Gravison. I don't know if I'm Gravison or Kevin Campbell tonight. I can't make my mind up. Got to be super Kev. Right, plenty coming on. Love it. I thought he was dressing for Dyche's job. I'll have the manager. I want the manager. Can you be the owner and I'll be the manager?
Oh yeah.
You want the manager as well?
No, but what I'll do is I'll be one of them chairmen and tell you who to play.
Yeah, I know you get all involved and stuff like that. Like, Paul, just let me just play my team right, and you'll be like, no, I'm having a say as well. Then you'll get Jamie involved because Jamie, he'll definitely get involved with us.
We're not going to do 2-3-5, Dan, every week. Do you know?
As long as you've got Bradway, don't worry, just push everyone up.
Yeah? I saw your formation in the week.
I know. I said to everyone it was a joke, but was it? That's the question. That's the question.
Who knows? Who knows?
It was all right. It's a good formation. We'll give our teams out in a minute. My team's not going to be that because it's a bit more serious. But let's go. We do have a bit of banter with this. Get involved in the comments. People are coming on. I like it. Get loads on. This is just an Everton get together the night before. So why wouldn't you get involved? It's about you as much as us. Every comment that gets put on will drop on the screen. I'm excited. I'm stumbling my words here. This is a massive game. This is a rocky Italian stallion game. I'm pumped for it. Let's do it. I wish I was playing. I wish I was in the changing rooms. Because I tell you something, when people start saying, oh, we're not going to win, we're not going to do this, we're not going to do that. Well, we are going to win. And we're going to win tomorrow. And we're going to crack on. Stop being miserable. We're going to win. I know it's been shit, but at the end of the day, when it's like this, as Rocky says, it's not about how hard you get hit. It's about how hard you get hit and get back up. And tomorrow's about getting back up. That's what we're going to do. Do you know what I mean? That's what we are going to do. Right. Let's have a look at these teams, people. Get involved in the comments. Say what you think. Paul will drop your comments on and we'll interact with you as much as we can. This is a toffee group get together. So this is the team that we played last game. I'm not saying this is going to be the team. We will pick our teams after this. This is just a quick talk on this. This is the team that they played last game. Now, they have got Henry out, which I think is a massive positive for us because I think he's their best player. I think he is a up and down bomber. And every time I've watched Brentford, Henry has been their best player by far, especially against Everton as well. We really do struggle with him. So I think him out is a massive positive for us. And it might allow one of our wingers to get forward more because he is one that can pen you back and make you think twice about getting forward. So I think Henry out is massive for me. I think that's a massive positive. That Hickey, by the way, he can't tackle for crap. I've watched him loads. I don't know if you know him about him, Paul, the right wing back, but a lot of yellow cards, struggles, fouls, someone that you can get at. So with Henry out and Hickey not that good, I think these are gettable. Now, the defence is solid. I'm not going to deny that. They do well with those back three. The three midfielders are a lot more creative than ours and better passers than ours. And their attackers are quite good. So I'm not saying they're a crap team. These are a good team for Brentford fans that come on. They are a good team. But I generally think with a little bit of change on ours, or even if it's the same, we've got a good chance in this game. What do you think, Paul?
Yeah. I mean, like I say, they're not strong defensively. They do concede a lot. Like I said, those 12 months where they've only lost once, they've actually, over a year, they've won 8, but they've drawn 9. So they're there to be got at, without a doubt. And I think it just, they defend well as a side, maybe not individually, but because they've got no stars as such, have they? But teams like Brentford are just good as a collective. And they've got a decent manager as well. He's got a good ethos, and they don't carry any passengers, if you like. They're a decent unit together. They don't actually get a lot of bookings, to be honest. Having a little look, if you sort of exclude the Newcastle game where they actually got 5, they have like 1, or sometimes the game against Palace they didn't have any bookings. There's no bookings in the whole game, which you don't usually get. So they're not that kind of team where they're going to throw in a ton of tackles you would expect. So again, physically, they're there to be got at as well. We've just got to be making sure that we're good as a unit and stopping them from breaking, because their goals do sort of come from a forward 3 often. And we've got to be on the ball to make sure, because they pass the ball really quick. As soon as they get the ball in our half, they're quick at going forward, and we've got to be aware of that.
They're not an amazing passing team, but they do keep the ball, don't they? They do really well when they have got it.
Yeah.
I don't think they're like an Arsenal keep possession, but I generally do think that when they have got the ball, it's fast counter and they keep it when they counter and they don't lose it easily. But when I've watched them, they look to get it into Mbembo and freaking whatever his name is out on the right, and they'll put it into him. Then they'll get up quick to him. So they put it into that front 3, and they quickly get up to him, don't they, and support him.
They do. I mean, they were sort of 60-40 in possession against Bournemouth and against Palace. So they had more of the ball, but again, Bournemouth scored twice and Palace got an equaliser as well. So, you know, they're not infallible by any means. We can certainly get, if we're playing. I mean, our biggest problem is ourselves. It's not usually the opposition, to be honest. We normally make stupid mistakes ourselves. So if we can actually be on the ball and do something with the ball tomorrow, then we've got more than a fair chance of actually getting a good result. There's absolutely no reason why. And I mean, their first 5 games, they got a win early on against Brentford, but they've drawn 3 of the other games, you know, and then obviously the Newcastle loss. So they've conceded plenty. So I would like to see us have a sort of an attacking mindset tomorrow and not just defend the edge of our area like we might have done against better teams.
Yeah, I think that as well. It's that I just put last game's out my head. Last game out my head. I get rid of it because I think this is a completely different game. And I think I
You have to, it
generally,
does.
yeah, I know, but
You
I
have
just
to,
think
don't you?
Arsenal are a lot better team where you don't get much time on the ball. You don't see the ball much, and it's a lot more testing. This game's going to be a hard game, but I generally feel a few of our players might get to be themselves a bit more in this game. I feel Danjuma he wasn't himself that Arsenal game. Everyone said, "Where was Danjuma? He's crap." I don't think he's crap. I just think he struggled with that game, and he might be better this game. Sometimes you'll be. When I've played football, you're good one week, you're better the other. Sometimes you crap one week. That's the way it goes. Football's up and down. You're never consistently good. Not with the way Everton are, anyway. I don't think we'd be like
No.
week in, week out, incredible like
We
Man
never
City,
have.
unless you've got every player that's incredible and your tactics are incredible. You manage it. You've got to have everything perfect, haven't you? And I just feel you're going to see with us, with Sean Dyche trying to figure things out, with our players not completely gelled, with us not strong in every position, you're going to see up and down performances. So that's what I think on that.
I don't think we've not been consistent for ever, forever, really. You know, the
for longer than this top.
The one season that we managed to finish fourth, that was probably the most consistent we've been. Or when we're battling relegation, we're consistently awful. So hopefully this season will be inconsistently inconsistent, if you like, in the fact actually we'll win some games as well as lose some games. And you know, if you're sort of thinking, oh well, there's no chance it will turn around and everything else, this is our joint worst start to a season since 94-95. And that season we ended up the first 10 games, I think it was if it was that season I'm thinking of, we actually beat West Ham 1-0 at home, and that turned the whole thing around. We had Joe Rowe come in. We staved off relegation with a few games to go. It wasn't even last day, and we won the FA Cup. So you know, you never know. Maybe it's an omen, and we start turning it around in towards obviously the end of the month, and nice FA Cup wouldn't it be nice, wouldn't it? But it'd be like us to do that.
Aston Villa coming up, aren't we?
Actually playing awful and actually winning a trophy, because when we play well, we don't seem to do it to last long.
No, I think you look has to change your football. It always does. I don't think we're going to be a team that gets lost, and it's never ending, and we have the worst season in the world. I think generally your look changes, and I think one win will turn things around. We've got some big Danjuma's got a lot of quality. I'm not saying we've got some incredible players, but Danjuma's got a lot of quality in him. McNeil, we've seen's got quality in him. We've got some players in the middle that can turn up. I've just seen Emma there. Where was that comment that she had on Paul? Well, basically, she was saying
that one,
a midfielder deserves to be dropped because they just wasn't good enough as a free. And should you give them another chance? Like, you could give them another chance, and they could be really good against Brentford. Could give them another chance and they don't perform again, and then you think to yourself, why did you give them another chance? And it puts more pressure on Sean Dyche doing that. So a lot of people are talking on that comment 4-4-2, and we're going to talk about all our teams now. We'll put our teams up. Get involved, by the way. Get over from Twitter. Get over. Join in the comments, because I want to see your teams. That's it. Get on now. It's going up. Numbers are going up. Get over. If you're listening on Twitter, make the move. Hit that link, come over, because I want to see what your team would be. Me and Paul are going to read them out now, what our team is, and we want to know what your teams are. So get over. Let's get the numbers on. Hit the like button as well, everyone, please. If you can hit the like button, we'll get more on. We'll get more teams. We can read them out, and we might get some new Evertonians in the comments. So hit the like button, share it, do what you can with it. Gobble, gobble, gobble. There we go. Here we go, Paul. I'm going to ask you first. People in the comments, put what your team is. So what would your team be for tomorrow? I haven't done mine yet.
Now.
Have you got yours written down?
I have. I've got two. Right. I've got two teams. I'm gonna tell you the one that I would do myself first.
You're pushing our friendship here, ain't you? Two teams.
Yeah, two teams now. I don't care. I'm allowed. I own the club. Remember, you're just the manager.
Well, we're 50% here, but do you know what I mean? Like two teams. I don't know
I
whether
don't
you,
think
can you
that
play
was in
two
the
teams.
contract.
Can
I
you
don't
play
think that
two
was in the
teams in a game?
contract. Yeah. Right. I got him now. Hang on.
Go on, then. I'll let you have two.
Well, you know your team in the week, which was meant to be a joke, right? There's actually a lot of shout for DCL and Beto to play up front, isn't there?
Yeah.
And if you're gonna do that, people were saying, "Oh, well, you're gonna have to take someone out of midfield." And the thing I mentioned when me and Jamie were on, that I've not got a problem with us playing three at the back, to be honest. So personally, what I would do, the team that I would actually play, would be Pickford in goal, your back three of Branthwaite, Tarkowski, and Godfrey, and then I'd go McNeil left hand side, Patterson right hand side. I'd go James Garner and Garner Gay in the middle, two defensive, and Juma in front, and then I'd go Calvert-Lewin and Beto up front. That's what I would do. That's what I'd do. But that ain't gonna happen because that's far too attacking, and I think Dice likes four, doesn't he? He likes four at the back. So what the team will be, I think, will be Pickford in goal, Mikolenko left back, Branthwaite and Tarks with Ashley Young right back. Because against Arsenal, we did defend quite well in some ways. So we might see the defences having done a good job in the last game. So he'd probably stick with the same. Gay and Anana, middle, with Decore in front, Danjuma left, McNeil right, and Beto up front. Is what I reckon is going to happen.
Yeah, I think it's a good team. I like the wing backs that you say, but you don't think that the wing backs is going to happen.
No, I don't.
You don't think it's going to happen. Someone put one on. Oh, I'll try and show you now. Someone put one on Twitter. Don't know if you can see that.
I've got the same thing.
You got the same one, yeah.
I've got the same thing, yeah.
Yeah, they put it on my Twitter.
I tell you what, I'll see if I can do it. Right. So
there
that's
you go.
The formation that I would have.
With the wing backs.
Three centre backs, left and right wing back, two defensive, Danjuma in front, DCL Beto.
Yeah, you put that on mine, and I generally thought it's not bad because he's like I say, he's generally. I couldn't grumble with it what he did too much. He went Branthwaite, Tarkowski, Godfrey. He went McNeil on the left. He went Harrison on the right, which you could change to Danjuma. Then he went Onana, Decore, Danjuma in the 10 he had, and then he had Calvert-Lewin and Beto. It's really attacking, but it's good that you've got those options that you can do now, and that's not even including Schmiti. It's not including a lot of players, so there is a lot of formations that you can do. I think they did say to him in the press. They said, Sean Dyche, you're well known for going the 4-4-2. Is it possible that you would go Beto and Calvert-Lewin? And Sean Dyche was like, yeah, I do that. So will that put it in his head more? Will it trigger Sean Dyche actually playing it?
Yeah, I saw that. He wasn't overly keen about talking about it, I don't think. He says they've tried it, but when you have something like that, it takes time to gel. He loves saying takes time to gel, doesn't he? It takes time to sort of nurture these things and build them up, and all that sort of stuff. So he never gives too much away, does he, Sean? So the chances are that they have been doing drills with both of them up there, but I would see that as being an extra option rather than the first choice 11, if you like.
I just think he really does like the three in midfield. I don't think he feels safe with two. He did play with the wing backs that Bournemouth game to keep us up. That Bournemouth game, we won with that to stay up with the wing backs because it was James Garner that played right wing back. he had to cover it because we had
It was
injuries.
about that one though. I think certainly from that first half anyway, in that Bournemouth game, it wasn't so much that we had wing backs. If anything, it was a back five. I didn't see McNeil sort of being able to get into their half very often. There's only a couple of times. Second half, it seemed to change a lot. We weren't really doing five at the back. I think we had to push though. McNeil and Garner maybe coming further forward, but I just think the mentality of Brentford is that, like I said before, they've got no stars. They're not all amazing on the ball, but as a collective, they're good. And they've not got tons of fear about what happens at the back. They're not sort of sacrificing what they do going forward to try and be safe at the back all the time. They take chances, and you can tell they take chances because the score draw against Spurs, score draw against Palace, score draw against Bournemouth. They're willing to take chances to get goals, but they do know that they are there's a chance they're going to concede, but they don't not try and get forward to avoid that. So they don't have a fear of failure, whereas we do. So we need to change the mentality a little bit, and the message to the players, having a formation that's a bit more attacking, might actually just let them breathe a little bit. I don't want to see Danjuma playing in a left or right midfield role. I want to see him as a left forward or a right forward or behind someone else or behind the front two. I don't want him having to do, sort of dog work, legging back all the time and covering Ashley Young or Mikalenko or anything like that. That's not his game. So I think the attacking players have got to be allowed to attack. I really do. Because we certainly didn't have that in the last game, did we? We didn't have it against Arsenal. So
I know what you mean, though. They just get forward naturally, and it's just in their mentality. Where us, we don't do that, do we? We're quite scared of passing it forward. We're scared of leaving ourselves exposed at the back. We don't play our game. I feel that Everton, and I think you'll probably feel this as well, I feel Everton play to other teams more than what they should do. They should just play their own game. That's what they should do. They should just go for it and be themselves. Because if you're thinking about defending, if you're thinking about marking that player and defending him and letting him play his game, he's won. You make him think about defending you. You make him think about he's going to struggle with you. It's a battle of players. And that's what you need to do. And I think we've got to get forward. We've got to pressure them. They've got me as a centre-back. Sean Dyche has hadn't been me. He knows his strengths and weaknesses. So does Tarkowski. So does McNeil. We've got fast players that can hit him. He's strong in the air. He isn't a bad player, but I feel he's got weaknesses. We can get at him. So that's a little thing. He is their main centre-back as well. So I feel that this is a good game that Sean Dyche should know how to break them down and how to cause them big problems with the attacking players that we've got. Yeah, I really do believe this is a cracking chance. Now, like I said before, I think Brentford are good, but I do believe that we've got the tools to do these. I really do.
Yeah, Blues mentions there about our game being counter-attacking, and it is at the moment. I absolutely agree with you. It is, and I think it still can be. But when we have one lad up front, used to be DCL, and Beto was very much this in the Arsenal game. And I know it was Arsenal and everything else, but he was isolated. Whoever's up front tends to be isolated. It's because there's such a massive gap between whoever's up front and the three in midfield, because the three in midfield are stood on the toes of the centre-backs, who are so far back because we don't want people to play the ball in behind us. And I don't know why, because we, like you say, we've got some fast centre-backs. They're no slouches. Brantwaite kept up with plenty of Arsenal players, didn't he? Do you know what I mean? And in the games beforehand as well. So there's no reason why we can't play a little bit higher up the pitch, and then midfield moves forward, and then your forwards aren't isolated anymore. And I just want to see us try and have more confidence and try things. If it fails, if you have a shot and it fails, all right, at least you've had a shot. But if you don't shoot, you don't score, do you? Generally. So you got to try and have as many shots as you can. And you got to create those chances to do so.
No, I agree with you as well. We just had a little troll on the channel then. Pete, come on, and we don't normally have them that much. And probably a troll. Sometimes we know who they are, and it's really sad because you get an account set up just to go and troll a channel. And it's so funny. It makes me laugh that you would put yourself out to say that, and you come on our channel just to say that. Pete, bless you. But yeah, it's good. We'll see you later, though. There we go. We can get rid of him in the comments. Don't normally do so, but we'll get rid of him if you troll the channel. We can't be arsed with you, Pete. See you later. Right, so, yeah, I agree with you. Let's get on these lineups, Paul.
Yeah. Let me go. Let me go back.
Have you got it right from the top? Let's read everyone.
Yeah,
but don't let Peter Pan have his lineup.
Peter play a back 8, I reckon.
I do believe in fairies. I do.
There we go.
Right, so the Blues.
Pickford in goal. I'm guessing it's Garner as right back, which a lot of people like. Tarks and Brantwaite back 2. Mikalenko left back. I'm guessing we're going Danjuma left-hand side. Oh, I presume Danjuma left-hand side. Gay and Onana as a middle 2. And then Neil right-hand side with Beto and DCL up front. Certainly got a bit more up there. Onana's splitting a few opinions at the moment, isn't he? About whether you'd keep playing or give him a game off, and the 2 in the middle is interesting. 2 in the middle is interesting. I hope if we do 2 in the middle, I hope those 2 work well together.
That's a scary thing, though. I just thought now I haven't even done my lineup. I went past it, but my lineup, mine and Blues was same last time. So get the Blues back up. It's not the same, but where is it? Put Blues back up, and we'll carry on with the rest. My lineup is Pickford in goals.
Yeah.
Mikalenko cracking left back, so I'd keep him left back. Brantwaite, Tarkowski, and then I'd play. I'd give Patterson a go right back, and I'd drop Young. I know it's risky, but I'd just give him a go. I think this could be a good game for him, and I'd give Patterson a go right back. It's between Ashley Young and Patterson, but I feel like Emma said on the channel earlier on, if people have been slacking, drop them and make them earn the position again. And I feel like Young's done enough to be dropped. Not so much the Arsenal game, but he's not been up to scratch. So I'd give Patterson a little go here because Miko stepped up. So why can't Patterson? I'm not doing that just because of Jamie anyway. I'm just doing that because that's how I feel. I go with what I think. So yeah, I've got Patterson, Miko, Tarkowski, Brantwaite. And then in the middle, I'll get grilled for this. So, Nana, you've been absolutely shit, but I believe you could just randomly step up. So I'm going to give you another chance. So I'm going to go Onana.
This is Jamie's face now. Like, oh.
Well, the reason I'm going to give Onana a go is because I feel when we play a 3 in midfield, Onana's been slacking shit, can't be arsed and doesn't do much. But I feel when we play a 2, it's going to force him to do a lot more. So I'm going to play Onana and James Garner in the centre, 2 youngest. And hopefully we can pass the ball. Onana get on the ball, Garner get on the ball. I'm going to play Danjuma and McNeil on the wings. I'm going to play with 2 strikers. I'm going to play with Beto and Calvert-Lewin. So I'm going to go 4-4-2. But I like that. Like I say, Onana, I don't mind if you put Gay in there instead. I don't mind if you put Decore in there instead. But I just generally feel that he needs to step up. And he might do. He might just turn up this game. Don't cut your nose off to spite your face. This could be a good game for him. Onana wasn't that bad Sheffield. He wasn't. He was quite decent Sheffield. So I feel he could be all right against these. He deserves dropping, so I completely understand if you do drop Onana. I do. But I can just see James Garner's passing is really good. Onana might link up with him as a 2. And then Danjuma on one wing. I'm going to get grilled for this, for playing Onana. McNeil on the other. And then, like I say, Better and Calvert-Lewin up top. Just 4-4-2, get it up there, simple. Do you know what I mean?
I think the thing with
That's
the
my
wingers
team.
as well is the thing with the wingers. I've always said if they're decent on either foot, don't just keep them on one side. Do you know what I mean? Like switch them over. You can switch them over a few times in a game. And I think there was a game last season that we had where we'd mentioned it the night before, and actually we managed to get a goal from it as well because we'd switched, and then someone had come inside. Either a shot or got a cross in, and it came from the two wingers switching in the second half. And it can make a big difference. It can make a difference.
It can. West
See...
Eggers just said there, just 2 seconds, West Eggers just said there, I don't think Dyche would drop Doucouré. Doucouré has been one of our better players. And if Doucouré plays instead of Onana, I don't mind. I really don't mind. And Doucouré used to play with Allen, who was really slow, and he used to handle it just Doucouré and Allen. So I could see Doucouré playing as a two in midfield and being able to handle it with James Garner. It might click. I'm not, like I say, it's hard.
Yeah, he's got legs, doesn't he, Doucouré? He has quite high stats for distance covered and stuff like that.
So he could be the legs and Garner could be the thingy. We all know that three in midfield, this is the big debate for Everton fans. Thanks, everyone, for coming on. Numbers are going up now. This is the big debate for Everton fans. Do we play three in midfield? If you don't, who do you play in midfield? That's the thing. Like, if you play two, who do you play? Because no one, not even Garner, has established themselves in that centre where you say you've got to play him. Garner's been playing on the right. He's been playing right back. He got a chance in the centre against Doncaster and he didn't cut it. But we all know he can be good in the middle. So he hasn't done it. Garner Gay hasn't done it in the middle. Doucouré hasn't done it in the middle. Onana hasn't done it in the middle. So we've got loads of players to play in the centre midfield, but none have just earned that name in that position where you'd say, yes, that's the thing. So we can't argue on who we play there. We just don't know. And you'd think, Paul, with how many times we've mixed this centre midfield up, that you'd see something that clicks. Oh, like Garner's really good with Doucouré, or Garner's really good with Onana, or do you know what I mean? You'd think you'd see a click, and I haven't seen no click in that centre whatsoever yet.
No, there's no dominance, is there? Even in all those changes, well, I suppose the changes have always included the same players, really. Most of the time, it's just been the usual three in Garner and Doucouré in some way or other. So, you know, no one's sort of stood out as being dominant in that centre position yet at all, to be honest. And it might be something changes when Harrison comes back. It might be something changes when Dyche has got a bit more confidence in Patterson, or Coleman comes back, and then maybe James Garner comes into the middle and he starts being a bit more dominant. But I'm not confident, Joe. So
I think it's going to be
until we have someone who is dominant, then I feel that we need a three in the middle.
I think it could be a change of formation that clicks it, though. I think if you went 4-4-2 and played two centre midfielders, you might just play two and you say it worked. Dyche will be like, yes, we won by playing two. And then you have to play it again. Yeah. We've seen it last time when you took Keane out and Mina was better. It worked. Dyche did it again at the end of last season.
I agree with you that the formation could be the catalyst for us turning things around. I see the formation slightly differently. Like I said before, with mine, I'm quite happy to do a three at the back, because I reckon Tarkowski and Branthwaite in particular are such a strong two. To have someone alongside them, be a strong enough three with some decent wide midfielders.
Well, if
you do that one side, and I think Patterson is better going forward than he is actually defending. So get him wide right.
This is what they do. If you're that three centre backs and wingers going forward, if your centre midfielders ain't doing it, you can drop another centre back in there, and you can have two centre midfielders and allow one to get forward. But you've got the three centre backs that are still solid. So if your number six isn't cutting it in the three in the centre midfield, you can literally just go two. And it gives you the option of just putting a centre back in there And then Sean Dyche did do it. And you push your 3 centre-backs up, you play with wing-backs. The bad thing is we've done it with Everton for a long time and it didn't work under Lampard. We played the 3 with wing-backs and we ended up with 5 defenders. You've got to make sure you push that back line high when you do it. And it's got to be on the halfway line and your wing-backs have got to get up. It could be a formation that works, and Sean Dyche did play it on that last game, so it shows he knows how to play it. It's just whether he's going to play it. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, like Blues is saying about number of touches our fullbacks get, as opposed to the centre midfielders. It's where our passes go every time. Goes out wide to the back, and then it's curved into those channels or into the front man, whoever that is. And that seems to be the way that Dyche tends to play. It's just initially they get the ball, it goes out wide. Do you know what I mean? It happens every time. And I mean, he says about do we have 3 solid centre backs? I think we have 2. I don't think we have 3 at the moment. But if you get them into a settled pattern, then why not? You know. And I'll tell you what, there was one thing I was thinking as well last week, is that you remember when we had Gareth Barry playing centre mid? Because we only attempted to have 2 in centre mid then, didn't we? Had Gareth Barry and then one other. And Barry, when he received the ball, he would sometimes be the furthest one back, wouldn't he? Do you know what I mean? He'd sort of go.
If you can't, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, he dropped back sort of in between 2 centre backs, and we were sort of set like a 3 at the back, and this would be Barry who dropped in, and then we'd start passing from there. And that's something I've not seen us do in the last, well, since Barry was there, to be honest. And that kept possession. It certainly got us on the ball, and it looked as though we had a confident midfielder. You know, he's never going to.
We do, yeah. But the thing is, Paul,
I noticed we don't do that anymore.
We do it. It shows that we can do it, because, you know, when it used to happen last season towards the end, when we go a goal down and we need to come back and bring it back, we do it then. We push a centre-backs high, we push a centre-backs high, and we push up and we just go for it, and we just put the numbers forward and we trust our centre-backs. That's the thing. When we try and pull a game back and we have to go forward, we do it. And we trust our defenders, and the defenders look like they can handle themselves. And we get forward and we attack teams and we show that's because we have to. But why don't we just try and do that at the start of the game? Why don't it's what, 5 games in? Why don't we just go for it? That's what we need to do. Like, we don't need to go a goal down to think to ourselves, oh, we have to go for it. Why don't we just go into the game and just go all guns blazing and just go for it? I really do think we need to start doing that and just trust their defenders, because I think if you challenge Brentford more and you challenge Tarkowski more and just get forward and leave them by themselves, I think they can handle themselves. I think they'll rise to the challenge and they'll excel, like being exposed. But on one-on-ones, say if like someone tries to counter attack us through trying to attack, I think Brentford will handle them. I really do. I think we need to start attacking more. Now, I'm just going to drop your teams because you type these up and I don't want to miss them. So there is, you did the Blues. This is Everton. Pickford, Mikolenko, Bradway, Tarkowski, Patterson. I think he's after, isn't he? I think we started with, oh no, we didn't. James is before that, isn't it?
So let's see Everton's and then we'll go back to Jamie's then. All right.
Here we go. Everton's first. So we'll read your teams out now and then we'll do score predictions. So Everton is Pickford, Mikolenko, Bradway. I'm really observing this now because it's Jamie. Brentford, Tarkowski, Patterson, Onana. He's got Onana in his team.
Everton, yeah.
Oh, I was going to follow Jamie. That confused me. He's got Onana. Yeah. Garner, McNeil, Danjuma. Yeah, so he's on the Onana hype with me. He'll be messaging me, come on, Onana, prove people wrong.
So 4-4-2 then.
Everyone wants a 2, don't they?
Well,
let's go back to James now.
Or 4-3-3 there. So
Jamie
I love the capital letters because, you know, we weren't having a go at Patterson last time, Jamie. Honestly, we love Patterson. We weren't
if
giving
you're looking for a right back, we've got a Glaswegian name for Patterson. Somewhere running down the right wing, making all the Blues sing, Nathan Patterson. I love Nathan Patterson. That's what I say. Don't take, I love every player, and I'll be behind every player. I don't love the way they're performing, but I'm behind every single player. Just because I drop a player, don't take it freaking personal. I just generally think if a player's not playing well, give him a timeout, drop him, rebuild your confidence, get back in the team. If a player's on the bench, you're not saying you're never going to play for Everton. You're saying you're on the bench, get yourself together, and get yourself back ready. That's what you say when you're on the bench. So yeah, that's Jamie's team. Then when we had it up, Paul, it had Onana in it, and I don't get that. He's on Onana strike.
Yeah,
put it back up. There you go. Look, Onana's in there. Gone Gay, Onana. After all that, he still loves him.
By the way, no Decore. Is it because we need two stronger ones in the middle? Is Onana stronger than Decore? Is that what we're saying?
I think Onana's been crap in the past games, but he could just rise to this game, and I feel he will. And I don't want to just miss out on that just because I'm making him pay for being crap the other games. I just generally feel he could be good this game, Onana could. And he could boss a few of these Brentford players and actually be a power drive. He wasn't that bad Sheffield, Paul. He really wasn't. I thought Onana was all right, Sheffield. He was one of our get-on-the-ball sort of players.
He was all right, Sheffield tonight.
Yeah. Paula Hill has gone for Pickford, Patterson, Mikalenko, Tarkowski, Branthwaite, Onana, Garner, Decore, Lewin, Beto, Juma. Yeah, I like that one. Another one that's generally got the two strikers in. So I'm just putting your teams up now. If anyone hasn't put the team on, then tell us what it is. If we miss it, we're sorry. There's quite a few comments here, which is good. Is that everyone's recovered, Paul? Have I missed one?
No, let me have a little look.
Get them on before we do score predictions.
No, that looks like all of the lineups. So we've got a fair mix. I think people want to see a little bit more attacking, don't they? Which is natural after our last game. So a lot of people have said Beto and DCL. A lot of people have said, I think everyone said Danjuma. I don't think anyone had dropped Danjuma in there. I think most people had McNeil in there. I think there was just some people who maybe dropped Decore or dropped Onana.
I'll go on microphone out now because this is going to be business. We're going to go to, we've got your lineups. I wanted to do this channel tonight because I feel like there's a lot of negativity and I feel we need to pump them up, Paul. I honestly do. I think we're bringing ourselves down more than what we need to. And we generally, that home game, our atmosphere probably wasn't as good as it should have been. It's not just down to us, but I tell you something, if that atmosphere is booming, those players haven't got a choice but to play well. And I feel that we need to pull together now and get these players going. It's confidence. It is confidence. I don't care what anyone says. The chances that we've missed some of these games, Paul, it's confidence. And once you knock one in and you've got that confidence, you can knock 1-2 in and you can be running around and you can't wait for your next game. At the minute, a lot of these players are feeling like they'll be looking at, like we do. Do you know where everyone gets the stats out, Paul? They'll be looking, thinking, we can't win a game. You start to feel you're cursed at football. You think, when you can't win a game, when you turn up every week, we lost again. Or, we drew again. We lost again. We ain't won a game yet this season. You start to feel it. And us as fans have just got to lift them up and make them realise that they can win a game. And when they do win a game, they've won a game and then anything's possible. The next game, they might win again. You could just have a little bounce there. And I just think all this owner talk that's dragging us down, we're scared who we're going to get sold to. We've been wanting to get rid of Ken Wright as well. And I just feel that it's all getting to us and it's draining us. And we're not the fans that we're capable of, I feel. I feel that we've got to we've got a lot more in us. I don't think how incredible our fans are. I don't think us fans, we would have come away from the Arsenal game saying we was incredible. Don't think we would have. Everyone I know, I mean, I didn't get to go there. I don't get to go as many as some, but I speak to a lot. I do spaces on Twitter and stuff, and I speak to people straight after the game, and they said the atmosphere was flat. They said the atmosphere was rubbish, and it's flat, and it was nervous, and it was edgy from the fans. it's not down to the fans. The players got to get the fans going. But I tell you something, the fans can get the players going as well, Paul. We did that Bournemouth game. You start getting a chant going, and it booms the players up, and it puts it into them, and it just reminds them that they can get going again. And I think we've got to be positive. I'm going to even get the unicorn out. I don't care. I'm going to try anything, Paul. I don't care. I ain't had it out since last season, and we ain't won a game. And I know it's nuts, and I know I get ripped for it, but if just riding that unicorn down the street puts that first W on the board and gets us going, because it was a bit lucky. If just riding that down the street, I'm going to get it out of the shed, give it some attention, take it down the street, I'm going to freaking ride the unicorn, get us a first win.
You never know, it could happen, and it could easily work. West Egg's got his their 11. So we've got
hold on, West Egg.
Brantwaite, Tarky, Miko, Danjuma, Magana, Ore, McNeil, Beto, DCL. Looks like 4-4-2 to me. And he's a unicorn fan as well. So
yeah,
we'll
that's what I'm saying, West Egg. Well, I'm starting to think like everyone says, "Oh, you're mad." They act like I go round the unicorn and drive it around with the kids, but I don't. I just do it as a laugh. It's like freaking riding your frigging lad's bike. It's just my daughter's unicorn. That's all it is. People get too disheartened by it and cry. But the unicorn, it might be the fact that I've abandoned it. That might be the reason that I get ripped when I wear it. When I ride the unicorn down the street. But I might have to. I need this win now. I don't care what people say now. I'm going to have to get us that win on the board. So I will drop the video. I'm going to have to ride the... I started thinking to myself, this unicorn thing's stupid now. I'll put it aside and I'll be a lot more mature on the channel. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to do the grown-up, mature side on the channel. I'll put it aside. And since I've abandoned the unicorn, we haven't won a game. We haven't won a game. And
it's your fault. Sorry.
Well, it's all the Everton fans' fault that was giving me shit for riding the unicorn, acting like I do it as a frigging job and that I'm nuts in the head when I was just trying to have a laugh. You're not allowed to have a laugh on Twitter, but yeah, I'm gonna ride the unicorn before the game. We've got to try anything. If anyone on the channel, by the way, has got anything lucky, the Blues, if you've got lucky boxers, get them on. West Egg, if you've got a lucky hat. Paul, lucky socks. Jamie, lucky mankini.
Everyone has something. Everyone has, everyone thinks about what they're gonna wear and think, well, if I wear this, is that going to affect the result?
Yeah, they do. Everything Everton's definitely got a lucky song in the shower.
Yeah, if I watch the game with this particular Everton cup, then we'll be okay. You know, we all do stupid stuff like that, don't we?
This is class. West Eggers goes, yes. Where is it? This is why I love the channel. West Egg's like, yes, this is definitely down to you not getting the unicorn out. Now I feel like I've let Everton down. It is me saying the players are letting us down, and I feel like I've played a part in this, not getting the unicorn out. So I will drop a video of me on the unicorn, and I'll get loads of crap for it. But I'll do it for you lot on the channel, don't worry. And if it's lucky, I'll just say that it doesn't matter if you do it and we win, because generally it's lucky. So you can't really go wrong. And it will make us win. It will. Right, so we're coming to 53. By the way, Jamie, private matters, he couldn't do the Grease Lightning song. I've got all the setup for it.
Yeah.
So Paul and Jamie are doing the Grease Lightning song. But I think it's worked out really good, because after we beat Brentford tomorrow, you can do your song to celebrate. And Ryan Rooney is coming on with the guitar. He's coming on and he's doing the background music for us. So he's going to do the Grease guitar background music. Jamie and Paul were going to give the words, and we'll have a celebration singing the Grease song on the channel. So I'm looking forward to that. We will drop it, but Jamie, he couldn't do it that day. I had it all set up and it was ready to go live, but we didn't do it because Jamie couldn't do it that day, bless him. But he's getting better now anyway. So we'll do it. And we'll do it to celebrate after this game. We're going to win this game.
My things won't be as public as Dan riding his unicorn down the street. I'm more of a lucky boxers, lucky sock kind of guy.
raises the
very much
eyebrow when he says
where it
lucky
will stay.
boxes. Did you raise?
That's
did
where
you
that'll
just
stay.
raise? Did you just raise your eyebrow when you said lucky boxes? Lucky boxes. Oh, so Paul wears his lucky boxes for Everton. It's your fault, Daniel. Everything Everton. Well, I'll take the blame. I'll take the blame. I'll get it out. Don't blame me. Blame the frigging miserable Maudie shites that moan about it. But I thought Rob and Jamie was supposed to do the duet. Yeah, I've just said there. Look, they are.
I agree, love. Yeah, definitely.
Look, I'll show you.
It was Jamie's idea anyway.
This is to prove that the duet is going down. Look, I'll show you now. I love this channel. I do. Get on, like and subscribe. I love this channel. I'll show you now. I've already sent it, Paul, and he was like, oh my God, that's what he was like. So here we go. I'll show you now. I can get it. Here we go.
Jamie is very much Andy, by the way. You know,
this is the cover. I sent it Jamie. I think Jamie's a little bit scared. He acted like he come up with this idea. If we get 10 likes on the channel, we'll do the grease lightning. There you go. Look at that. I want Jamie to get a wig for it. There you go. So Jamie's going to be Sandy. Look at that. It's all set up. Grease lightning. Ryan Rooney. We're going to do it properly. Guitar in the background, and we're going to give it a good little.
This will get us thrown off YouTube. This will get us shut down, I'd imagine. This
will get Paul and Jamie famous. Simon Cowell will be DMing me on Toffee Bluecast saying, who were those two people on the duet? I want to get them on Britain's Got Talent. They'll make it all the way. Right, so
the local constabulary,
come on, Everton! Come on, Everton! There we go. Come on, Gravison. Right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna frigging do it. I was like, let's do this. I'm really, really, really pumped up for this. I've been watching. I'm gonna get the Rockies on tomorrow. We're gonna frigging smash it. Don't be miserable. Just get behind them. And I tell you something. If you get behind them and they lose, so frigging what? Just get behind them again. Let's just frigging get behind them. So what? We've done our job as supporters. Just get behind them, and we're gonna win. Let's change this look. We could just act like we're going to lose every single game, but it's not going to happen. We get behind them and we sort this out. Do you know what I mean? We do sort it out. It shouldn't be down to us fans, but at the end of the day, if the players ain't kicking, then we'll make it down to us because this is our football club. Let them know it's our football club. We set the standard. I'm telling you, if that crowd is loud and it's shouting and it's booming, the players haven't got a choice but to play. They have to. They look so stupid if they don't play when the crowd are cheering on to get the ball. Imagine the crowd saying, go on, Dan German, him just standing there and not going for it. He looks stupid. So just boom every player. Go for it. Shout everything. Everyone that goes, just shout your head off. Honestly, like, I can't get to this game, but I wish I would. Me and Paul were setting up some games that we're going to go to. But I'm telling you, I can't tell you what to do, but I know you want to. You've got to get this team going. They need it now. This is starting to be a bit ridiculous. We haven't won a game yet, and the curse is going. So let's just end it. Let's just put it to bed and crack on and get behind them. Oh, I'm really hyped, and I won't go to sleep now because I'm going to be thinking about it. I'm going to have better one to score, and I'm going to have Everton to win it 3-1. And I tell you something, I'm going to buy a mansion with my winnings because we're going to smash them.
Score predictions, Dan. Score predictions.
Let's do this. Go on, Paul. Right. After that pump.
Score predictions. You nearly forgot. You're that pumped. You nearly forgot score predictions.
Beto, 2 hat-tricks. Right, score predictions. Put your score predictions in the comments. Sorry, people, for going crazy, but I am sick and tired of negativity. We need to frigging sort this out. Right, score predictions. Paul, you go first. Let me calm down.
I'm going to go Mammoth 3-2. Mammoth 3-2. Lots of goals. I go... You know what? Let's go Beto hat-trick. Let's go Beto hat-trick. 3 headers. Bang, bang, bang.
Beto hat-trick. Love it. Love it. Push. Beto hat-trick. Is the microphone still working?
Just about, mate, yeah.
Yeah, that was a big header, that was. Big Beto beast header, that was. Yeah, so, yeah, let's just get it off, man. Let's sort this out. Right, let's sort this game out. Let's put this straight to bed. I'm going to go... And I'm not even joking. It's going to happen. Come at me after on the channel. Rip me in the comments. I don't care. we're going to win 4-1. We're going to have the Brighton performance, you know. We're going to score straight away and we're just going to smash this team up. We're going to make Ben Mee look like he needs to retire. We're going to smash these up and come at me, save this, put me all around and make me look stupid if I'm wrong. But we're going to absolutely smash Brentford. I love their manager, but we're going to make him think twice about being a good manager. We're going to smash him up. We really are. That's why I put the managers head-to-head on the start of this stream. We will win 4-1. I don't know who the goal scorers are going to be. We're going to have about 50 shots on target, so it could be anyone. 4-1. Do you know what? I'm going to say goal scorers. I'm going to do it. Our goal scorers are going to be Beto is going to score twice. Dan Juma's definitely going to score. McNeil's going to score. Onana's going to score. Doucouré is going to score. Brantwaite's going to score from a corner. Tarkowski's going to score from a corner. I feel Mikalenko's going to get a goal because he's playing that well. And I also feel like Patterson's going to get a goal as well. And do you know what? Whilst we're at it, whilst we're smashing them more than 4-1, because that's how I feel right now, we're freaking going to get Pickford forward on the 90th minute when we're already winning about 20-0 and scoring header. We're going to make it 21-0.
About 8-1 there, Dan. Are we about 8-1 there?
We're going to make it 21-0 because they're having it. As they say, they're having it. You know what I mean? Not let's fucking have it. They're having it. They're having it. Right, let's read out the comments then. I'm pumped.
Should we find out what other people are going for?
Let's do this. Go on.
Back on Earth. Here we go.
1-0 after all that.
After that.
You know, just Tomo Gravoed, mate. Just Tomo Gravoed on the channel.
1-0.
Super Kev.
Blues is going for a 1-1. Yeah, there you are. There we go. Jamie's going 1-1.
Blues has gone 1-1. The Blues has gone 1-1 twice now.
It's a common scoreline, to be fair.
Yeah, 1-1. Go on then, Blues.
Lou said me might be injured, actually.
Yeah, that's because I just took him out in my game.
He's just retired himself. He's just retired himself.
He's on this channel now and he's just thought, you know what? Freaking hell, I'm going to freaking... Before they make me look really crap with all those goals, I'm going to retire.
Yeah. I like this one. This is more like it.
Everything Everton, no Mills in this. I feel like everything Everton without Mills is a very lost man now. He needs his Mills back, doesn't he? But Mills is banging goals in, by the way, and everything Everton does message me all the time that Mills is banging goals in. So he will be a player that comes back. So he's gone 2-2.
Yeah.
What's the score?
5-2.
Oh, 5-2. I thought it was 2-2 then. I read that wrong.
No, I've gone 5-2. 2 for Beto, 2 for DCL and McNeil. And
That's
about some of their players being injured. So Henry out, obviously. Tone's still out. Baptiste De Silva out for them. Damsgaard is questionable. Bemby's got a knock, so may not. We'll find out. So,
Chicken. Chicken. He's scared.
Yeah, 1-0 to us. If Ashley Young takes set pieces, and 3-0 if he doesn't. So I agree with that, to be fair.
Yeah, he's not going nowhere near set plays.
God, I hope we mix that up, to be honest.
He's not going nowhere near.
I'd like to see Pickford on free kicks, to be honest.
I tagged him in, Ashley Young, saying don't take set pieces, because I just wanted him to know to not take set pieces. And someone said, you shouldn't really tag him in. And I was like, yeah, I probably shouldn't. So I just deleted the tweet straight away and didn't tag him in. But I just don't want him nowhere near set pieces. I really don't. I feel like Young has earned the right to not take set pieces for the whole season now after what I've seen. You know what I mean? My thoughts are more powerful than his crosses, I tell you. It's not good. He's not good at lofting the crosses in. Oh my days. It's probably not how other channels put it, but that's just the way I could think in my head how to put it. Yeah, it's not a good phrase, was it? But yeah, Young, your crosses are awful. Keepers come out and catch it. They could actually come out and do the goalkeeper scorpion kick with it. It's that soft. So don't do that, Young.
Did you know
give it to McNeil.
Did you see the stat of us having the joint tallest team in the league?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, us and Forest.
You can have you
Whatever.
can have
We
you can
an average 6'2" or something like that, I think. Might be more
yeah,
than that.
it was the highest out of the lot. It was the highest out of the lot, but you can have the tallest players in the world, but if you can't cross the ball in and it goes straight to the keeper's hands, it's irrelevant, isn't it? So Sean Dyche, being a set piece sort of tactical manager, surely he's fuming inside with that and won't let Young take him again. I might be wrong, but if Young does take him again, I hope that Sean Dyche has pulled him aside and said, put him in a bit better. Just read the comments there.
Or words to that effect. No.
The Blues have said he's put plenty of stinkers in the box, but he's also put a few on the plate. Yeah, I know. He's got. If you play football for how long Ashley Young has played football, you should be putting the crossings in a lot better. I don't mind Ashley Young, by the way. I'm not knocking him as a player. I think he's got composure on the ball. And I said when we got him, he's a cracking signing because he's still very capable of putting in good performances for us, which I think he is. But I wouldn't put him on set pieces the way he's been just recently.
No,
Someone had to take over. Right, Paul, let's give this one an end. If you can, like the stream, like it. If you can share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it on MSN Hotmail, share it on Sega, share it on anything you can, and subscribe. Share it on the Nokia 3310.
Yeah.
Get while you're on the Nokia 3310, get off Snakes. Take time out from Snakes because I know it's addictive. Get off Snakes.
Yeah,
get on your internet, on your Nokia 3310 brick, and share it. Do what you can. Help us because we've got some cracking members. We've got Everton, we've got Jamie, we've got the Blues coming on. He's back, thank God, because I love seeing his little lineups and stuff and him saying that we're wrong and that he's right, or that. Sometimes saying that, me and Blues have agreed with each other a lot just lately. You've got Emma Davis on, you've got a lot on. So a lot of people on. So if you can like the stream, subscribe, you can share it for us. Let's build it up and get more people in the comments. And we are a channel that does get a lot of guest appearances. We have Jamie on, we've had Everton on, we've had Rob on, Rob's on holiday. We've had Pablo on.
Luke.
Let us know. Luke, School of Science. We've had loads. We do let you come on. We want to let you have a go on the channel. So we're good like that. We're just an Everton fan get together. So we're all a team on this. It's not just about me and Paul. We host it, but we generally care about you. So get involved all the time. Right, let's drop this banner on then, Paul.
Come on, the Toffees.
This is a cracking banner. Come on. Oh, you Blues. Super Kev, super Kevin Campbell. He was there that Bournemouth game when we stayed up. Me and Paul were singing it together. Super Kev. Right, let's go. Super Kevin Campbell. Look at that badge. It's an absolute beauty. I'm just going to show you this before we go. Right, look at that. Look at the detail on that. Nil status. Nissy Optimum. Nothing but the best, baby. I love this top. Right. Shining on my top there. Here we go. Let's get the banner. This is all the toffees outside the stadium. Absolutely amazing.
Night, everybody.
And by the way, thanks to Jamie and Paul doing the channel. It was absolutely amazing. Well, I mean, little Eliana wasn't well, but thankfully she's good again now. She's an absolute rocky bibower. Up the fucking tops. Oh, I'm ready. I ain't sleeping tonight. I'm going to have to do a couple of runs around the block with a dog before I go to sleep. Here we go. Get the
But if you don't want to tell me now, I guess I'll never know. Here we go, turning all around, into lights. Here we go, you can take me there tonight. Whoa, this life is all we own.
stream, we'll be celebrating. I hope so. I really do.